We'll raise a toast to the team with the most.
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh, God.
So close.
Even for Christmas, he had to do it. He blew up that little girl.
That is just rude. Too much eggnog.
I can see Santa. I mean, I could definitely see Seagal killing Santa and a little girl. Actually, none of this is a surprise at all. Good evening, everybody. As always, I got Red Eye Reviews here with me.
Ho, ho, ho.
And, yeah, that other guy.
Just me.
Yeah, whatever. Nobody asked you. You know what? I'm already done with that.
I know what's coming.
I'm not going to put up with that. So
We told you to raise your hand if you wanted permission to speak.
Yeah, just raise your hand, and then we won't call on you, and then you don't speak. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So we have a very special Christmas episode, as you can see, with Rob. He's very festive. He got to the eggnog early, so he's in a good mood.
He looks it.
We have a violent night for you guys today. I think me and Red Eye both had holiday videos.
Yeah.
I had Fat Man. I think he had, was it Santa Slay? S-L-A-Y?
Yeah, Santa's sleigh.
Nice.
I still need to watch Fat Man.
So, Fat Man, if you guys haven't heard, is the one of Mel Gibson. It's very odd in that it tries to take itself extremely seriously. Like, it has that insane premise where he's Santa, and they send a hitman after him. But outside of that, it's actually extremely dark and gritty. Gibson is awesome as always. He's a very good actor.
Oh, yeah.
He might have his moments where he goes a little bit crazy. Yeah, the alcohol doesn't agree with him. But his movies, like Tom Cruise, they're both crazy. Their movies are incredible.
Yeah.
Goldberg, on the other hand,
oh God,
he was okay, I think, in wrestling. I think.
Yeah, no, he was a good wrestler.
I think he got in just as I was getting out. So I don't have a lot of memories of him in wrestling, but it doesn't usually turn out well. The Rock, I guess, turned out okay.
I hear he's doing well. Yeah.
Rowdy Piper, unfortunately, did not turn out great. He did do some good
no.
Always Sunny episodes playing himself.
Oh, yeah, those are classic. The Maniac. Yeah.
The Maniac, yeah. I mean, he was good at that, but he was, of course, playing himself. Oh, wow. All right, so let's get to Violent Night.
This is my fourth year as a Santa. How about you?
Lost count. I forget why I started doing it in the first place.
Same reason anybody does anything. The money.
I guess it just went right into it. I was going to yell at homeless guy first. So he's already lost some of his size privileges.
So I don't know. He's the same size as we are right now.
Yeah, I know. And that's wrong. He should not be the same size as us. He's not nearly that important.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
So,
excuse me. Happy holidays.
There you go.
As far as this movie goes, it just kind of starts.
Yeah,
it starts off odd. It starts off giving some Seagalness, where he's asks the guy, why does he do it? He says the same reason, for money. But then he answers with like how long he's been doing it. So he like answers a different question that was asked. Something that happens in Seagal movies.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the writing on this one is actually pretty good.
It comes and goes.
I got a kick out of some of it. Like, I don't know do you have the driving quote from this scene? I don't know if you clipped that one.
Oh no, yeah.
Or she's like, you ain't driving, right? And he's like, I steer a little bit, but the reindeer do most of the work. Like,
yeah. So
I thought that was pretty funny.
One of the things is it seems like it's different things at different times.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It goes, sometimes it's very adult and very gory and graphic. And then sometimes it's like for little kids.
Yeah, it tries to have a message, I think, at the end, and it tries to still be like a feel good. And then you're like, didn't he just smash dudes' heads in with a hammer for 45 minutes?
Do the family friendly Tinkerbell ending, which is really, really weird. And it does it a couple times with the little girl.
Yeah.
The little girl, her belief in Santa and Christmas. Okay, it's just right after he smashed lots of guys' heads with the sledgehammer. So
Give the roof scene. Oh, okay, yeah, you probably
I
don't.
have some of it. She's
It's the look on the kiddies' faces, isn't it? That's what does it for me.
well. First, he just said he does it for money. Now he's saying he does it for the look on the kiddies' faces. Now I should say, this is Bristol, England. Here in America, if he said he does it for the look on the kiddies' faces, I would punch him in the face because that's out here. But maybe that's just how they talk in England. I don't know.
Nah, he's fine. He's also drunk.
That doesn't make it better. That makes it worse, I think.
Okay, that's fair.
Drink that comes out. No, that's worse.
Yeah.
Maybe this is my last year. The last Christmas.
Oh man, yeah. So it tries to get us to think he's. I mean, I guess he is kind of done with it, and Christmas is really just wearing on him. His kids are shitty, and he didn't know that until right now.
Took him to 2024. Or actually, when is it coming out?
2024.
22?
Yeah, this was 2022. Yeah, so 2 years ago.
They're still a little shitty.
So Mitch meetings. What booze do you use to spike eggnog? I think I said rum before, but other people are saying it was tequila. Is that right?
Tequila.
I'm still going with rum.
I
Anything
think
that
we
makes
had
it more
to pick out of the
pirate-like.
two. Yeah, it would be rum or I think probably whiskey.
I could see whiskey. I don't know. Rum just seems more holiday-ish.
Yeah, I would just spike it with
Bailey's
more
Irish.
eggnog.
Bailey's Irish Cream. They'll never knew it hit him.
Okay, yeah. So not what he
Oh.
said.
Yeah,
Anything
don't
but
do that. Yeah.
For your grandson, save me a trip.
It's the new video games, Astro Blaster.
There's so much weird with that. Astro Blaster came out like 40 years ago. Like, I think that's older than us. Like, I don't know how that's the new game.
It's a remake,
That's
bro.
what
Everything's
what her-
remake these days.
grandson wanted for Christmas. Okay.
Ass
How do you know
blasters.
I have a grandson?
Because you look old, lady. I know you don't think it, but you look very old. Everyone knows you have a grandson.
The blue light that takes some years off.
Does it? I don't think it does.
Actually, I just noticed how dark it is behind her bar.
Yeah, it's
It's quite shadowy.
all right, Black Sun. You missed an opportunity to do Die Hard 2 for Christmas. Now you gotta wait next year. I vote Die Hard with a vengeance early summer. Who cares about the order? I agree with a lot of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree with a lot of that. If I do another Fast and Furious, I'm probably gonna do 7. I'm gonna skip 6. I already skipped 4. So I agree with skipping the order, just doing it however you feel like.
That's
I don't know how Redeye feels if he has to go in order.
only for TV shows. Like
Yeah, I
with,
think if it's
you gotta do
important
episode
to do
1,
them in
yeah.
order. Like TV shows, usually well, not Seagal ones.
No,
Nothing
okay.
matters in Seagal. Even the same episode doesn't matter in Seagal
Yeah.
TV shows.
You could play them out of order and it would make the same amount of sense.
Sometimes more sense.
Yeah. But no, movies, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, especially movies like that where they'll mention like one thing that you don't really need to know from the previous ones, and that's it.
No. Yeah.
And so this I just got on here because
God, it's so
holy
weird.
shit, she looks just like Gollum, doesn't she?
Oh.
Look at
That's
that.
real.
I see more Gollum than I do human.
He's got a good
There's no-
hairpiece.
See, even there.
Oh,
like, she looks-
wow.
He goes even more Gollum. Didn't know that was possible, but it is. Delicious.
Oh, man. You guys want to hear a freaky good Gollum impression?
Obviously.
What's taters, precious? What's taters?
Wow, look at that.
I know.
Pretty good.
You didn't know I
Not
had
as
that.
good
in
as
me.
your Seagal, but it's decent.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Seagal is like, historically accurate.
Yeah. So unnecessary. And they do the
so
steam.
unnecessary.
The steam makes it so much grosser. My God.
Yeah.
'Cause then you feel it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I don't know
Well,
why.
and then like you think you're gonna, because when I saw this, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get into this like jackass bad Santa sort of movie, and it's not. Like this is the last. I mean, there's gore, but this is the last like gross out. The only gross out.
This is the only gross out. It does get into like bad Santa, but with actual Santa for a little bit, which I dig. I could watch a whole movie of that. I don't need a plot. I don't need a beginning, middle, end. Just keep doing that until the movie ends, until you hit 90 minutes or whenever you run out of budget. I would be all about that. But yeah, it even shows it a lot. The vomit, it's like noodles, and it's
bad.
It's terrible.
Burt Locker living that playing live on Christmas Eve.
So I just did that because he's rich. Like, no, he's legitimately, I mean, in the movie, he's legitimately extremely rich. But that's his bling?
That's his chain.
That's a cheap little chain.
That's a starter chain.
You do not brag about that on TikTok, whatever he's doing, Kick, whatever the kids are doing nowadays. I mean, you're supposed to hate him, which works because he's a douche, but
yeah.
You give him at least a real change. That makes you hate him more. You're like, shows that he really does have money. We just know he has money because we see his family.
It's like his mom's necklace.
Yeah.
If I was on one of those planes, 9/11 would have ended with a bunch of terrorists skydiving over Connecticut without their parachutes.
I don't know how you guys feel about him. I started to like him.
I kind of liked him.
I think that's supposed to be like a Mark Wahlberg or something ish. Like, not that he's Mark Wahlberg, but he said something like that, and a lot of people weren't happy about it.
No,
But yeah, he's like an actor, like a douchey actor, and that's basically who he is. He gets gradually douchier, but it also gets gradually funnier. So
it's so good. The gift that he gives the grandma, I got a huge
kick
in out of.
It gets in there. It's amazing.
Good.
Ooh. Kiss me in front of my son.
That is
so gross. Yeah, she's not good. I hated her.
That is just the weirdest. Like, I don't even know what to think of that. I guess, like, I mean, I like it, and that's you don't see that very often. That's kind of funny. It's more creepy, I think.
It's real creepy.
Well, because they don't do anything else like that. It's not like she's hitting on her son. Like, that's not really a thing. It's just that one really bizarre thing.
They just wanted to establish early that she's like the trashiest part of the family.
But they do, and they do. They do.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job.
Pretty good job with her.
Santa Claus.
And see, I kind of like this. I like the idea of Santa just like, oh, fuck it, just stuffs money in there and just throws gift cards. I think those are gift cards.
Amazon
just like
packages.
Wake up, go downstairs, and shit's just everywhere because Santa didn't give a shit. I love that idea. That's how I would do Santa, like the laziest Amazon driver you've ever seen.
With a tree.
Like, I love it. It's not even like it was easier. Like he's lazy and just threw it from the car. Like he's like more effort than just setting it down to throw it from like right next to it.
I do like how none of the Amazon packages are wrapped.
I do like that too.
They're just in boxes. Like nobody gets.
There's people that do that.
Oh yeah,
because it seems like it actually kind of does make sense. It's already in a box. You already don't know what it is.
It would be even more hilarious if they paid for the gift wrap, because now it's in those little shiny bags in a box.
Is that how they work it? It's in a box, in a bag, and then the box.
They put it in a bag. Yeah, you pay like $5 and they put it in a little pull string bag.
I like it. Oh, actually, so forgot before we started, we had a cave gentleman. Beware! I got my suspicions. That homeless guy is trying to magic push your mom. I don't know whose mom, but that sounds a lot like homeless guy.
Yeah, he would do that.
Just so you guys know, last time he was he found a buyer for one of his kidneys, so
that's good.
That's why he was. That's why he was gone.
Christmas miracle.
That's right.
Yeah. So if anyone else has like $15, you can get whatever you want. It's probably going to be in shit condition, but you can get it.
When that flying sleigh.
That's the bad Santa / jackass of Santa. He's just pissing.
I think
off the side.
I'm getting on board with your thought. I think I could watch just a whole Christmas movie like this.
Yeah. We don't need. You don't need villains. We don't need anything. Just him being an asshole. I love it.
The whole night.
And it doesn't even really make sense how he's able. Like, he has to go to like almost 1 billion homes because I think there's like 2 billion people that celebrate Christmas. So this taking a few seconds is like an extreme amount of time.
It's hilarious.
So there's a lot of issues with time, I guess, with Santa.
You and me, yeah.
Oh, I just put this here. I don't know if this is. They mentioned Home Alone multiple times, and it kind of comes up a little bit. They do, and this is McAllister beer. So I don't know if that's supposed to be a Home Alone thing because they're the McAllisters.
Yeah.
Wow.
I watched Home Alone 2 literally today.
Okay.
Dude, his uncle is such a dick. Like, I don't need to derail us at all, but good God, his uncle literally is like, you little pervert, I'd have slapped the shit out of you.
He was an asshole in the first one too. Like,
Yeah,
way out of
dude.
line. The dad should not have put up with that.
Good God, he's awful. Anyways,
Becca's coming out swinging with a $5 super medical help. Boyfriend is backed up and really needs to shit. The foreigner made things worse. Which JCVD movie do you think would get the job done? My go-to is always Time Cop.
I think that's the right answer this time though, because the splits he does in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, if
there's a good bounce to those splits, and I think Gravity could take over at that point.
Yeah, and it's no shame. And if you like really stare at those boxers, see if anything pops up, there's no shame in that, fellas. And obviously not for you, Becca. You're encouraged. Yeah, so I just did that there for the McAllister. So I'm pretty sure it's not a real beer.
Yeah.
But they mentioned Home Alone, and they kind of do some Home Alone things, and which is also super weird with that little girl. She does like the whole Tinkerbell bring her to life, all about believing in Santa and having hope, and then she just
start trying to murder people. Yeah.
Honey, what's wrong?
Daddy never took me to see Santa at the mall this year.
He didn't.
Okay, couple problems here. Why can't Mom? What is that shit?
Yeah, equality, bro.
Well, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe he didn't do it. Neither did you. Like, what?
She was busy cleaning the bathroom.
Whoa.
Okay.
From the JCVD splits?
Well,
we're trying to tie it back in?
I don't know.
The second thing is that's the little girl from The Acolyte. So I don't know if people know that.
Yeah. I thought this dude was the guy from Superstore, and I flipped in my head like 30 times, or I'm like, it's not. I'm like, well, no, it is. And then I Google it, it's not. It's totally different.
It looks like he looks familiar, but I looked him up and I couldn't recognize
No, I didn't know
him.
Yeah. Alex Hassel.
Alex Hassel, yeah.
I think he does a lot of like Hallmark shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I wouldn't know him. So the ladies might know him. They do a lot of Christmas movies, don't they?
Oh yeah, Hallmark's like all Christmas.
No, I think you're thinking Brian Austin Green. Steve Pierce asking if he's guy from 90210.
No, different guy.
Sorry.
Also, why you got to pull that out in front of Mom? She's trying to start a fight.
What is it?
Direct hotline to Santa Claus himself. He might not have time to answer you. He's delivering a lot of presents tonight.
Everything about this gift. He gets her a walkie-talkie, which
that he found in the closet last second.
Is he finding in the closet? I thought he grabbed it.
No, he like opened a closet. No, he opened a closet full of board games, and he was like, this.
Oh, he does go in the board games, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the walkie-talkie, just giving her one is completely pointless.
He only found one. But yes, and completely pointless.
Because, yeah, you can't talk to anybody. Then he gives him this bullshit line of, you can talk to Santa. Oh, he ain't going to talk back.
Hey, kid, they'd buy it.
Yeah, kids are stupid.
I watched a kid have a phone conversation with one of those, like, talk out loud fake voicemail things. And they went on a whole thing getting interrupted the entire time. They had no idea.
Oh, yeah, because they don't know how they work. Oh.
No.
Black Sun. He looks like the first guy who dies in Saw 2. Okay. I don't know if I've seen Saw 2.
I think I've seen all of them, but I don't remember which one is which.
Oh, I've only seen the first one. He's not in.
That was actually it's good. He's not in the first one.
It's okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I know they've made like 30 of them.
Yeah, they keep going.
John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo comes up and pulls a Seagal right away. Right away, he pulls a
My
Seagal.
car broke down.
I'll call you a tow.
Murder
Shoots him in the head, just like Seagal in The Foreigner.
for no
No
reason.
reason. Didn't have to do that.
The guy's being so nice too.
Yeah, he's going to call him a toe, and he just lights him up in the head, just like Seagal. So, yeah, he falls asleep there. How does he have time to fall asleep? That's insane.
I mean, it is his last Christmas, so maybe he's like, I'm not delivering everything.
Is it his last Christmas? Or is he just
No, it
grumpy?
won't be. He's just grumpy. It's never.
He
the
says he
last.
doesn't know any of the Santa stuff, like why he's Santa, how any of it works.
That is true. He just kind of like, I guess, became Santa, and he's like, yeah, it's just magic.
Which I would kind of like that if, like, he's Santa and he doesn't know why or how. He just is. I think that could be
Do like
interesting.
a Groundhog Day, where he
Kind of
keeps
like a
trying to
Groundhog
stop
Day.
being Santa, and then keeps forcing him back into being Santa.
No, more so that he doesn't know who he is or what he is or where he is. He just, all he knows is
Oh,
his
he's just
time as
there.
Santa. He has a purpose. He doesn't know anything about it.
I like that. I can get behind it.
And he's curious, but he still just does his thing because that's what he does, whatever the
Mhm.
reason. He's just compelled to do it. So I just created a better movie. She's like the only one that doesn't get a gun. So like all the staff they hired for Christmas, they just start killing everybody, which I like. But they give her knives. She gets throwing knives. I just found that interesting. They give the girl the knives. You think? I don't know. I don't know if they're making a statement with this that girls don't need guns because they do, and it's insane to think they don't.
I mean,
I
you
think
have
he
to
likes
have
to
the flippy assassin. She's just our flippy.
Yeah, and did look corrupt. She is a stunt woman, so yeah, she.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess. Like, so they're probably like, oh, she's a stunt woman. Well, let's use her then.
Make her
Definitely use
flippy.
her. Yeah, thanks for the 5 membership, Exoteric. You're a real gentleman.
Who the hell are you? You can call me Mr. Scrooge.
Oh, and this one really bothers me. So Leguizamo's like, I don't know how he beats him to the safe room because he was way out there when they started. He was all the way out the guard gate. But they've been murdering their staff. They've been murdering security. They've been killing everybody in there. And so when they fight this guy, you would just shoot him, right? All he has is a little baton.
Now you gotta wait. You gotta let him talk.
Well, lets him talk, and then the way he attacks him, it's insane.
Get him.
Did you see that?
I didn't
He
I didn't
tries
see
to
that when I
stab
watched
him.
it. With
He
the
tries to
Totally
gun.
missed the mark.
Stab him with the handgun. Why
God, he
wouldn't you
really
just
messed
shoot
that
him?
up.
Oh my god! Yeah, he should just shot him. Why did he go?
He
I don't
thought
know,
he had a
does not
melee
understand how-
weapon. Yeah. He's
does
like,
not
I
know how
equipped
guns
my
work.
knife.
Well, even if it connects, that's not going to hurt him very much. Like you're not
No.
getting a whipping with that. You're just like pushing it into him. You're just like
Into
pushing
like
to the side.
his
You're like, what the hell?
shoulder.
I think I did it in. Okay, yeah. First, that
Oh.
also shouldn't break his arm because you can see it's bent back towards him. So he's just bending his arm normally. No idea why you get a bone break sound. And why
I
the
think
other guy's just standing there.
He's waiting for his cue. Yeah. Do you do the gun thing? Oh, here it is. Okay, good.
Yeah, I do it 50% then 25%. Like, what is this move? If that connects, he just like, okay. Might like make his nose hurt a little bit, but that's about it.
He's just trying to. Maybe he doesn't have any bullets, and he's like, "Fuck!" Called my bluff.
We got Nina Valkyrie. I'm hyping. Santa eats all of Steven Seagal's cookies and snatches his birthday.
That would be an interesting fight.
When he's on Santa.
Yeah, mine too. Especially this Santa. Tim Allen Santa, maybe not.
Terrifier 3 Santa?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, nobody saw that.
Oh, come on. No.
I love this.
That's what does it for me.
The stupid pause button is right there. Yeah, They don't really. Why? Why does his magic not work there?
I like to imagine it's like Whiskey Dick, but for his magic.
Who the hell are you?
Well, they don't explain it, and then it works later for.
Oh, come on. No.
So he pushes his nose, and then it just doesn't work for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's whiskey. You know, well, it happens, right? People have a little too much to drink. Oh, you're muted or something.
I'm muted.
Oh, there you go. Never mind. You're good.
So I like the fact that the suppressor is extremely hot because that's like he goes through 2 mags. That part makes sense.
That was a fun little detail.
But the rest of it doesn't make sense. Yeah, Black Sun. Also, love listening to your beautiful voice for the number hours. So can you make a playlist of all your videos? 2, listen during my boring graveyard shift uninterrupted. Yeah, sure. Could probably do that. Oh, man. Mitch Meetings. Redeye. What about in a cooking eating contest?
Cookie eating between Seagal and Santa, I assume. I mean, he does love the fuck out of cookies.
He does. Santa eats a lot, though.
Santa eats, if you do the math, it's not one cookie, it's a plate of cookies per house. And sometimes he only takes a bite, but let's say he takes 1 bite out of each house's cookie.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 1 cookie's maybe 4 bites, maybe 5 bites.
Okay.
That's a lot of cookies, bro. 2 billion? Yeah. I still Santa. I still think Santa.
I think so. I think it depends on if it's Christmas Eve to Christmas or not. He seems to only have that time thing.
Yeah, just for those 2 days.
It's not even like a full day. It's like Christmas Eve into Christmas morning. So there's like maybe 12 hours if you're counting different time zones when he starts, when he ends.
That's fair.
But you never hear about him doing, because he could do so much. He could get so much work done.
Yeah, that's tough. I'll go Skull. Because he
go
snatches
Santa.
birthdays and eats cookies.
I go Santa because fuck's a go. I don't like him winning anything.
That's okay. We're just gonna have to disagree.
Kind of got sidetracked. But yeah, so the thing about this is he's actually holding the suppressor the entire time the guy's firing and doesn't seem to bother him. Like, it doesn't hurt him now. And he's also wearing gloves. Like, come on, Santa. What kind of gloves are those? They're doing nothing for you. And this bothers me. Where does that come from? So the guy's choking him with the Christmas lights.
What
he
is
finds I don't know, is that a screwdriver? That's some sort of pick or something? It comes from out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, it is an ice pick. You're right.
But why? Like, I looked through the whole scene and nowhere does it fall to the ground. Nowhere do they explain why that's just right there on the ground. It just is.
Magic, bro.
So, well, that's a weird magic. Why would you have that as your magic?
Create ice picks?
Well, like, I mean, just how about you, like, shoot the guy in the face with magic? Why does your magic have to be make an ice pick appear on the ground?
We've already established he doesn't know how magic works.
I think it's more the why, isn't it? I thought. Because he knows, like, he pushes his nose and he flies up a chimney, which is so bizarre.
Well, he puts his, from the, what is that? Not a night before Christmas. Oh, no, it is a night before Christmas. It says he puts his finger next to his nose on the side of his nose and then up the chimney he goes. Come on.
Okay. I guess I've been corrected, and that is why there's an ice
fan.
pick.
I'm a Christmas fan.
It's a Christmas ice pick miracle.
Thank you.
So yeah, so he just gets saved by just plot convenience. I don't know, fucking ice picks there. Cool.
That's a brutal spot too.
I mean, that's kind of a Die Hard ripoff thing. Remember, when he dives down, he's got the little fire hose around him, then fire hose pulls him out. But I also like him going out the window. You remember Married with Children?
Yeah.
Where they'd always have the falling, and it would always be like this ridiculous doll that looked nothing human.
Oh yeah.
And it just started to be funny just because how ridiculous it looked. Like it was kind of on purpose. Like they wanted you to know it was a dummy at some point because it was funnier. Like, kind of how that is. Like it looks so fake falling out that window. That's actually I enjoyed it.
I know all about your extraction team. I also know that they're on their way and how long it's going to take them to get here. I even know their credit ratings and their dick sizes.
I appreciate how thorough he is.
It's very thorough.
I'm just curious how that could ever come up in a positive way. How that's going to help him.
I know everything about. I know who the most vigorous lover is.
Especially
I know
when
what
you
they like for their birthdays.
You find out that they're in cahoots, so it really seems unnecessary.
It's like, all right, guys, they're gonna ask. You just pull your pants down now. Let's just get it. They're gonna ask. We need to find out. Line up in order.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it never makes sense, but it makes more
It
sense.
doesn't make
like,
sense.
we want to know about everything about them, but not if they're like on your team. I mean, does he just know that about everyone on his team?
I want to know everything about. Unless if you're like 3 incher, just you're fired. Like we got 4.5 to 5 minimum.
Wow, that's harsh.
I know it is harsh, but
I can never say this name. Giuseppe Farina. Who would
Giuseppe?
you rather fist fight, Dutch or the Predator? I think that's easy. I would rather fist fight the Predator.
It's pronounced Giuseppe.
Yeah,
Oh,
Giuseppe.
is it Giuseppe? Just because, what if I win? I won't feel good if I beat Dutch. I know you're thinking, like, what are the odds you're going to win? I think it's 50-50. But I would feel better beating up the Predator than Dutch. Because Dutch is the hero. I don't want to hurt a hero.
Yeah, and the Predator wouldn't fight. Well, nah, he wouldn't fight fair. He would kill you quicker. Predator doesn't care about. I'd go Predator too.
Ooh, I don't
I'm
know.
not winning
Predator
either
fight
way.
back because I don't have a weapon.
He kind of likes the whole fair. I think
Well, that was in
eventually
the first one.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You throw a few good punches, he gets pissed off. So
I don't know if they went over that. I mean, I don't know if that's still a thing. I haven't seen all the ridiculous Predators. I think they ditched the heat thing. That was actually a thing for the first two, where they only come out when it's really hot. The Predators. I think they ditched that. I don't know if they just whoever made the movies just didn't know. They just didn't pick up on it because they had no idea what they were doing. But they probably, I don't know, they may have ditched the fist fight thing too. But that was a big thing. Like he won't fight you if you don't have a weapon. That's why he didn't
I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
Anyways, it's very important to know your stats.
That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah. Very important. All employment applications should have it on there.
Like the fact that you have 300 million in US dollars sitting in your personal vault downstairs.
That seems dumb. Like you have to launder it. Like you can't just because it's stolen, so you can't just have $300 million in cash and walk into somewhere and buy something with it. You can't just go to the stock market with cash, buy a bunch of stock.
I mean, think about it. You buy bags of Fritos from the gas station, $1.99 a bag, $2. Return at another gas station. Do that.
Go somewhere where you can sell it for more. Somewhere where they don't have those chips. Make a killing.
Make a Frito franchise.
God.
Also, she does not trust the banks. That's what that means. 300 mil in your own house.
That's what well, you have to launder. You can't just put that in the bank. You walk into a bank, here's $300 million. They're going to ask some questions.
You would turn it to gold. I mean, that's what everybody who I know.
Even though their credit ratings.
Do that weird investing,
Yeah.
It all turns to gold. They're like, just make it gold.
But I think you have to do, at some point, you have to launder it. You have to segall the money somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's going to ask questions if you can't just buy $300 million worth of gold.
In the fog of war.
He just basically said what we said. They stole it.
Video game. Somebody asked for a bastard sword.
And I love this concept. So Santa Claus, he just has to reach into his bag and grab something. Whatever he gets, he has to fight with.
Roll a die.
Present. So he's got to like fight people with a video game, fight people with whatever, board games.
I do think it's actually my favorite version of the Santa bag. Because there are some where it's like, it's just magic, and some it just fills with that houses gifts, and others it's like a portal to the Christmas Chronicles.
This is similar, I think, to Ernest Saves Christmas. We just reach in and just
wow.
something comes out.
That's a good
Probably the greatest Christmas movie of all time after Die Hard.
Good tie-in.
After Die Hard.
It's hard to beat Die Hard.
Yeah, you can't.
There's no Hans Gruber in Ernest Saves Christmas. There is Ernest. I like Ernest. Yeah, they steal that from Seagal. Remember Kill Switch? The guy beats the prostitute to death with a baby doll, a doll baby. Yeah, he ripped off Seagal. How could you forget about that?
I don't know how.
They play it off like nothing. Like that's just a normal thing that just happens. But he steals a few things from Seagal. I think he does something right after. Oh yeah, he does. He does right after. Oh, okay, maybe not right after, but soon after.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. He takes something out. He gets like a giant candy cane and just whips him with it. Yeah, this is what he rips off.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, out for justice. Oh, Bobby Lupo. Oh God.
It is a great weapon.
It is a great weapon. It just bothers me that Seagal did it first. Well, I don't know about first, but before this, where he puts the billiard balls in a little sack and see, that bothers me. So he smashes him on the hand. Your first reaction when something smashes your hand isn't just to hold your hand there.
Yeah, you got to pull away.
It's a spinal reflex. Like your hand's pulled away before you even know you're hurt. But apparently he's not very bright. So he just holds his hand down.
God, it's good though. It's a good hit.
Yeah, I just wish he moved his hand away because it bothered me. Because there's no human can do that. Why would you? Like he has no survival instinct at all. Oh, another one. So he stabs him in the eye with the star that goes on the tree. But that was not on the ground before. It just appears there. There's like ornaments fall down, and you see round ornaments. He tries one, and it like doesn't affect him like it wouldn't. But then he just has the star. Come on, movie. Would it hurt you just to have the star on the ground before he grabs it? Just like that ice pick?
I think it's the one movie you're allowed to just say Christmas magic.
Well, not to me, no. When I see Santa, I want realism in my Santa.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
That's what I look for most in Santa. First is realism. Second is fat and jolly.
Yep.
And then third
and
is
a good beard.
Oh,
if you don't have a good beard, bro, what are you doing?
Better have a beard. Oh yeah, if Santa doesn't have a beard, he can't be Santa.
Hello, can anybody hear me?
Can you hear me, Santa?
Oh yeah, that's not who he was hoping to get.
Like fuck.
He takes the guy's radio, and it just happens to be on the same frequency the little kid's on.
I also like to think that she's just trolling that one. What is it, Channel 9 or so? There's one that's like an emergency channel on radios.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to think that kid's just been trolling it all night.
I would too. Yeah,
because he definitely could have swapped to it.
Well, how would he know to swap to hers?
No, to the emergency channel.
Oh, so you think she's on the emergency channel?
She's already on it. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Except the fact that nobody else on the emergency channel is there. Nobody ever.
No, it's pretty much
responds to him other than her. But then the Leguizamo starts talking to him. So I don't know. They're all on the same channel. Is Leguizamo listening to all this?
And Hans.
I'm
waiting for that third voice in here to go, Hans.
Okay.
Frosty, sound off.
Frosty?
That's straight up Seagal right there. That's Seagal thinking, Frosty, check in quick. And he's like, Frosty. That's something Seagal would do in one of his movies. Except in one of his movies, it would like work out perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yep, Frosty's good. He said Frosty. That's,
all
Frosty.
Right.
That's what he says.
Check.
But okay, they buy it, I guess.
And to wipe my ass with you in this whole fucking holiday. That's what I want for Christmas, Santa.
That is a terrible thing to want for Christmas.
It's like sometimes he tries to take it seriously. Like, I don't think he really wants that for Christmas. I think he's just shit talking. He takes it so seriously, like he really is Santa.
I think right before this, he's talking to the little girl on the radio, and they're talking about shoving coal up asses. Do you have that?
That's when he first talks to her when he's down. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, shove it up their asses, and he goes, "Oh, don't say that." She's like, "Is butthole better?" And he's like, "Yeah, butthole's marginally better." I enjoyed that. That was good.
Yeah, I think ass is, I mean, like jackass, like you can say ass, it's a type of animal, I believe. I think they sell on anus.
I'm gonna torture everyone
anus.
in your family. Who should I pick first?
The pig Jason, the one in the sweater.
See,
Just fucking dicks.
they do that
so
like 3
weird.
times. 3 times they're like, who should we kill? And they just point to someone and they all agree on somebody else.
I love it.
But this scene is also very Seagal. The way it ends, oh my God, it ends so Seagal. When I say something ends Seagal, I mean it just makes no sense and is really stupid.
Damn it, Trudy, Santa isn't real.
Trudy!
Hey!
Oh yeah.
So they start asking if like about the guy who's dressed up like Santa. And she's like, I know Santa. And then they argue, and she's like, Santa's not real. She runs away, and then they all just forget they were torturing him. Like they just forget.
Oh yeah. And
they were supposed to be torturing him.
I took notes on this scene because I have so many issues actually with it. And normally when it comes to this kind of movie, I'm like, I'm not going to pick it apart too much. But they break because they put his finger in the nutcracker. They break his finger. That plays no significance. Like his finger might as well not have been broken.
Later.
He's
not
fine.
Like, can't
the rest of the movie,
up, his finger's hurting, so
good.
he can't. Yeah,
so, like,
he literally never comes up.
Fights later, like he's totally fine. And then also, like in the moment of they're about to they're about to put your dad's balls into the nutcracker next and torture him even more. That's the moment the dad's like, Santa's not real. We just make him up. We give you presents. Like, bro, like there's so many better things to say than like, might as well crush your kid's dreams right before she's gonna watch her dad get tortured more.
Yeah, because they're like,
it bothers me so much.
Because they want Santa. They mean that guy then they're dressed like Santa. They don't believe he's the real Santa, which
like he wants to seem cool and like adult in front of the dudes trying to torture him.
Well,
like,
she's saying, I've been talking to him. I know he's here. I know him here. I've been talking to him. Like, he should be like, yeah, they're friends. Yeah, like buy time or something.
Yeah,
like,
him and all of his elves are outside. Dozens of elves. Like, bullshit a little bit, bro.
Say whatever you can so they don't crush your nuts. Like, whatever you can to stall.
Yeah, Superstore fucked up.
He's just... Black Sun. I heard the new Nosferatu is played by Steven Seagal. I wish that would be amazing, but there's no way. I would love for him to be in like an actual big budget movie because it would just be hilarious.
Yeah.
He fails spectacularly.
He would get sucked out of another airplane in the first 10 minutes, I think.
Oh, we can all hope. Another thing that bothers me about these Christmas movies is Santa. They say how Santa isn't real. Nobody believes in Santa. Well, how do they not know he's real when presents just magically appear that you didn't buy? That or somebody just breaking into your house every year.
I know that it's in Home Alone. I just watched Home Alone 2. So sorry, I'm going to keep going back to this movie, but
that's all this guy watches.
I just watched it on loop. Yeah. No, at the end of Home Alone 2, they like all go to sleep in the hotel, and he's like, well, I guess there's no presents tomorrow because we're in a hotel. And they're like, Santa doesn't come to hotels. But then like the guy who owns the toy store broke into their hotel room and left like 100 gifts for everybody. Yeah. He like leaves like 100 gifts in their house or in the hotel room as like a surprise thanks for Macaulay Culkin, trying to give people brain damage. And like the parents just empty the room out and they're just like, yep, presents. Like we knew, but they have no idea that happened. And that's every Santa-esque movie. Like they just go out, there's gifts there that they didn't put in their own house.
Yeah.
Then they're like, Santa's not real.
See, that's the thing about Fat Man is people realize, yeah, Santa's real because, I mean, shit, presents just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, he's doing stuff, yeah.
And the bad people get coal. Like, where's this coal come from? How could it happen to everybody at night?
Yeah.
on the same night. Like, I mean, lots of people have to be in on it.
Oh
He's
yeah.
supposed to be in pain, but God, it looks like he's a model or something. Like, it's supposed to be sexy.
It's
I
hot.
don't know why they do it like that, but
God, I
I
love
just
those.
thought that was funny, unintentionally funny.
I do love how he's not like he's got a Santa bod too. Like it would have
Yeah,
been
he's
one thing
Santa.
if they made him like a
Rip.
jacked Viking dude, but they're like, nah, he's Santa.
I'd be for it though if he was just jacked. I don't want like skinny or just a little muscle. I want either fat or just fucking 1980s Arnold. One or the other, I'd be good with.
Yeah.
All things bizarre.
He's got PTSD from being a Viking.
Yeah, this is the origin story for Santa.
Forever ago.
It gets dark, but I like it.
When were Vikings around?
Like 1,000 years ago, roughly.
800. Wow, you nailed it to 1050. So he has 1,000-year-old PTSD of being a Viking that he's never gotten checked.
And the thing is, Santa hasn't been around for longer than maybe 100, 150 years or so. Like our thing of Santa, where he goes around giving presents. So what was he doing in the rest of that time?
Making gifts, bro.
Just making gifts for people who aren't going to be born for hundreds of years?
He doesn't know how magic works.
What about the elves? What are they doing? Just being lazy?
They're just murdering people next to him in this flashback.
Damn, okay.
That's why you only see one Viking.
Somebody got in my way.
Yeah, that's his hammer. I like that, though. I
love
love this.
the
I love
hammer.
this origin story. My
Yeah,
God.
I do too.
I love this origin story. Santa's just murdering people with a giant hammer. I don't care why. I don't need to know why. Just do it.
The magic was like this guy. This is the guy we want to be Santa.
This is our guy.
This is the dude.
My daddy says there isn't any Santa. He said they give us presents and say they're from Santa.
Okay. They just let her leave and talk on the radio. Like,
Yeah, they forgot all about the child.
they forgot her that she ran off and she's trying to communicate with people. Like, you'd think they would try and stop that. And he's hurt. He just got to fight. He doesn't want to deal with her shit right now. She's like, shut up, little girl. Oh my God, there are terrorists trying to kill you guys. They're beating my ass. I'm trying to kill them. I do not care about your bullshit problems. Just shut up.
That's a great point too, because they're talking on the radio. Presumably, neither one of them like changed channels to a private line. So the bad guys have just been hearing this little girl like give Santa info, and they're just fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, they would have no way to communicate because they haven't seen each other yet. So if they gave each other a secret channel, everyone would have heard about it.
Yeah. They're good with it.
But apparently he doesn't seem to mind. He's just wasting time with her stupid bullshit that is super important.
I've got an idea. Why don't you guys open your presents?
That guy is so weird. I kind of like him a little. Yeah, I kind of like him. He's got that over-the-top villain thing where he is so super excited about weirdest shit.
Okay, this guy, the actor is Brendan Fletcher.
Okay.
And have you ever seen any of his old movies called the Rampage series?
No. Is that with Uwe Boll?
No. It's just him. And I think they're self-produced and like maybe self-directed. Maybe not self-produced, but definitely he directs his own movies. But it's just this dude who decided like he's had enough of society. He buys a ton of SWAT gear with like a shit ton of guns. And then in each movie, he goes into like his town or the neighboring town and just literally murders as many people as he can in the streets. And then like throws away all the gear at the end and gets away with it. And I don't know what like his point is, but he's made like 3 of these movies, maybe 4.
That's just like Uwe Boll's Rampage movies. Holy shit.
Yeah, and he just goes on murder rampages and he just talks about how society's fucked and he just wants to kill people. He's like just a mass, whatever. But that's all I've seen him from before this. So
plays the same character.
Pretty much, like, yeah, it's pretty much his gear if I had to even guess.
And it's so weird. He wants him to open presents. Like, That's so bizarre.
Yeah,
It's
he's
just
a weird little elf.
Just to move the plot forward, I guess. But yeah, this is the guy's gift, and it's amazing.
So in the business, they call this a pitch deck.
I love the title, Explosive Force.
Oh, U-Bowl. It is directed by U-Bowl. Sorry, Kush just brought it up. Yeah, those Rampage movies were U-Bowl.
Uvable.
Uvable?
Yeah.
Is that right?
German, so the W makes the V.
Uva.
Yeah, so
does he do
apparently
all
pitch
three?
deck. Explosive Force. It sounds like diarrhea, which I'm sure is on purpose. It's good. It's good stuff.
Explosive.
Gift of a golden opportunity.
I just love how douchey that is. Love how douchey that is. That's amazing.
He's just Insanity Claus with a fucking trick bag.
That bag was full of kids' dreams!
It's so corny and over the top. And the best or worst part is it is completely irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. The end,
it doesn't
we
matter.
got your backup bag, so don't worry about that thing that you forgot about already. Yeah, so they
Also-
burn his bag and it doesn't matter.
They're this SWAT team, but they wrapped him up in Christmas lights. Nobody brought rope
Yeah, that's a good point. Why
or
would they?
handcuffs or anything. Well, you're holding hostages in a house.
They do have hostages.
Nobody
Yeah, that's a
planned
good
to
point.
tie said hostages up at any point.
Apparently not. No.
The neighbors, they had it all. So Christmas Eve rolls around, and I waited for everybody to go to bed. And then I snuck in there to take it all. Only problem was that the Gramps got up to take a piss, and the two of us scared the shit out of each other. Fell down the stairs and broke his neck, and he died. So you see, Christmas ruined my life.
Do you follow that story?
It doesn't make any sense either because he's not here because he hates Christmas. He's here to rob rich people, and he just knew they'd be home because it's Christmas.
Well, he says Christmas ruined his life because he tried to burglarize his neighbors on Christmas.
And accidentally killed an old man.
The neighbor's dad died, and so his life was ruined because they blamed him, which they should have blamed him.
Yeah, because
it was his fault.
breaking and entering.
It's insane that he blames Christmas for this. But he
Yeah,
does.
it's a bit of a stretch.
No, Christmas is. If it wasn't Christmas, he wouldn't have broke in to steal the presents.
Yeah, Santa's fault. You're right.
Trey Parker's bitch has a point. He's got a point. Why Space Nice sexy?
Wow, you got a voice out of that. You didn't have to pay.
Yeah.
Damn.
3, 2.
I'm Santa Claus!
Well, not anymore.
Oh, that drives me crazy. So wait, he had a gun to his head, but that he couldn't pull the trigger on because it wasn't racked.
His countdown wasn't ready. Yeah.
Oh god, that drives me crazy.
They shoot harder if you rack them more. He's like,
Do
I'm gonna
they?
shoot 2 bullets.
Oh, it's like
Pull
a
that back.
pneumatic gun. You got to pump it.
Yeah, you got to pump it. It's like a BB gun.
So he pumps it. This is so stupid and corny. Oh my gosh, there's snow inside. It goes back and forth from this corny, childish to very not childish. Now it works. I don't know why it works now and didn't work before, but now it works.
Also, how close does he have to be to a chimney for his magic to work?
It's a good question. They don't ever really explain it. He's usually within 5 feet, though.
Yeah.
It would be cool if he could do it from 2 houses over. But then you wouldn't know which, chimney to go up. Yeah, what if there's 2 chimneys equal distance apart? Does he split in half?
That's a danger, yeah.
Yeah. Then the SWAT team, God, they're terrible.
I've got him. He's on the roof.
Roger that. I got eyes on him.
Okay, he does not have eyes on him. He's walking, carrying his gun.
Yeah,
How does he have eyes on
set
him?
up yet.
They clearly
Okay.
don't know what that means.
So, to explain a little bit for people who haven't seen this, the rich people have these people that they call the kill squad, which are all these guys. And they're like, just wait till our kill squad shows up. They're going to beat up all you bad guys trying to steal our money. And they're like, we're waiting for them. And then they show up and they're like, nah, we're with the bad guys. And then we're all like, what? I knew that was going to happen for sure. And so now it's bad guy group just doubled in size, basically.
Yeah, I mean, they talked about the kill squad, how they knew all about it and they weren't worried. So you knew they weren't just going to come and take him out.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's them, and they seem to be pretty stupid too. Because yeah, he's got eyes on him, which you might say I'm trying to get eyes on him, or I'll get eyes on him, but you don't have eyes on him. You're setting your gun up, moron. But even then, they do it the dumbest way possible. So I mean, the guy's far away on the roof, so obviously, what you want to do is just spray and pray from far away with a automatic. That's the
With
smartest
no
way to do
sights
it.
on it either.
He can't see what he's shooting.
No sights. Giant
Look
angle.
at that. He can't see what he's shooting at.
In the dark.
He's just lighting up the house where the people are. So not just the hostages, but his own people are inside there. Yeah, just light it up. Fuck it. Yeah. I'm glad the one guy's got eyes on him though with the binos. I mean, that's super helpful.
Yeah, he's a spotter, bro. Come on. It's like he's sniping.
Spotters are supposed to look the other way. They're not supposed to look where you're looking. They're supposed to watch your back.
He's just really good at his job.
Oh yeah, no, he finds a sledgehammer and he just wrecks these guys.
It's
I
really
wish I could do
good.
the whole scene because it's an amazing scene. It goes on for like maybe 2 full minutes where he's just murder spree.
To music. It's awesome.
It is incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
So badass. So badass. I wish the whole movie was like that, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
It was like John Wick, but with just Santa.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's John Wicking because they killed Rudolph.
Oh
my God, that's a
we
movie.
can't let him kill Rudolph. Whoa,
Well,
come
that's
on.
how you John Wick. You can't John Wick unless
Kill
you're
Mrs.
like
Claus. Nobody cares about Mrs. Claus.
yeah. They don't even cast her.
Yeah, you don't have. I mean, you could just like have memories or something of her. Just use the stuff, the stock footage from John Wick. Just use the same footage. You know how they have like the memories of her.
Oh yeah, no, you could literally plug that same. You'd be fine.
Yeah, literally the exact same.
Suck on this!
Oh yeah, he's. I forgot about that. The candy cane.
Oh, I love.
He kills like
it.
3 guys with a candy cane. That's like John Wick with a pencil.
It's a big
Does it with
one
candy
too.
cane.
Yeah.
A fucking pencil.
Jesus Christ! Nope. Just jolly old Saint Nick.
That's badass. Going out there covered in blood. See, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I'm all for this.
90 minutes of this would have been amazing. They could have cut the girl out entirely. She's completely
Yeah,
necessary.
it does really.
Nobody that wants to see any of that nonsense is okay seeing this.
Nobody went to watch Violent Night and they're like, man, I hope it's a feel-good movie.
Well, the people that want the feel good stuff are like repulsed by this. They're like, I can't watch this.
They would have left by now or stopped the movie.
And the people into this, they don't want to see that little shit doing anything. They want
Make
just
2 movies. Just make 2 movies.
Agreed.
I was planning to take the money and leave with my wife and daughter tonight and never come back here.
Yeah, this is another Seagal thing with the plot. They try to make it seem like he's doing the noble thing, like he doesn't want to be his family involved with his life because they're terrible people. So he steals all their money.
Yeah.
Like the stealing money part just kind of ruins all of that. Like you're not a hero. It's like they all suck up to the mom because they want money. He's just gonna steal the money so he doesn't have to suck up. And
yeah, he over explains a lot in this movie. But yeah, so basically all the bad guys went downstairs. They go to open the vault with the 300 million in cash and it's empty. But just to show you that cash was in there, there's a bunch of money on the floor still because thieves are reckless and messy for some. They're always messy. Every thief who steals cash drops like half of it. I don't know why that's like a thing, but that's always a thing. But then he reveals like, I took the money. That's right. I somehow smuggled $300 million out of my mom's private vault in her basement without her finding out. And I was going to give it to my family.
Seems insane that he can get into the vault.
Unseen.
It has hundreds of millions of dollars, and there's no like security to stop him. There's no like trail that says who came in, who opened the vault.
Nope, none of
He
it.
can just go in by himself and take whatever he wants.
But the bad guys needed a key, and presumably the security team have a key or they have a copy of the key But I don't. Yeah, they never explain how he got it. He was just like, I have the money.
Well, they say like, oh, only the family could get in like that. Like, okay, well, how come he can get in? Yeah,
Also,
they don't
if the
explain how
family
he
can
gets
get
in.
in,
But
don't
they
do
do
your.
explain that, oh, blood family can get in for some reason. It's very lazily explained. None of it makes sense. It's
Don't do your
total
dumb
Seagal.
pitch meeting. Just take money.
Yeah.
She apparently doesn't notice it unless people hold the whole family hostage and your son comes out and tells you that I stole the money.
Well, they say it was just the liver too, which is really weird.
Yeah, for what purpose?
But how does what was in there before? There was nothing in there before. It was just an empty vault, and he just
Maybe
guessed
that's where
that-
she had money delivered. She's like, I spent all this money on this awesome vault. What the fuck do I put in the vault?
But how would he know the money was in there? Because they say it was only been there like a day, so somebody must have got it and like, intercepted the money. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
There's a lot of plot holes in this movie, which is unacceptable from a Santa movie. I want
realism,
gritty realism, like Fatman. Gritty realism. It's kind of off-putting how realistic that movie.
I have spent years groveling to you, and meanwhile, I was destroying the only good thing in my life.
That is just so insane because he steals the money.
Yeah.
That does not make him a good person. You're supposed to be like, oh, that's so sweet. He just stole hundreds of millions of dollars. Oh, wow. Okay. We have an update, ladies and gentlemen. A medical breakthrough.
Oh, thank God.
Update. Time Cop did the trick in the first 15 minutes. Thank you, Space Ice Redeye, for doing God's work.
You're
No,
welcome.
thank Van Damme for making Time Cop. But we'll take the $5.
I'll take a little bit, yeah.
So yeah, the little girl sets up a Home Alone.
Yeah, and
really
it's
fast.
brutal.
And they have so much ridiculous. There's like 30. I don't know why there's so many bowling balls up there. But yeah, she sets up some total bullshit. Not sure what YouTube would allow. So somebody falls on this.
Oh,
multiple
that's
times.
fair.
Falls on this multiple times. It gets really stupid. But it is brutal, so I'm kind of okay with it. Because if you're going brutal, just go brutal. Like, don't do the.
Oh, and it's brutal. I love it because it's like, it's what should have happened in Home Alone.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if it was really Home Alone, yeah, these people would be fucking dead.
Oh God, yeah. Like even again, let's talk about Home Alone 2. Okay, again.
Okay.
He throws bricks at them off the top of like a third story roof, and hits the dude in the face multiple times, and he just walks away with red marks.
Yeah, they would be super dead.
I'm like, you're dead. You're 100% dead. People die from like 5-foot falls. You're dead.
Yeah,
And the guy who falls on these,
and even in the first one, they're climbing the rope and they light it on fire.
Oh yeah,
that would kill him. I mean, just taking one breath from that fire, you're dead. You inhale the superheated gases, your airway swells up, you die. So
yeah, we're fragile creatures.
Then this part is like, they don't even explain what that is. I don't think they say what, but she's super stuck to the ground and forgets that she can take her shoes off for a while. So she just accepts that she can't move for the rest of her life. And that's just where she's going to be from now on.
Her life. Sticky.
I feel like that looks like the Stickum from Little Giants. He's got it on his hands.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's also only on the toes of her shoes.
Yeah. Everything about that bothers me. One, why would you give them a warning?
You got it.
He said incoming. Like, she could have ducked. She could have side. I mean, even though she doesn't realize she can take her boots off, she could have still leaned to the side. And how is that? What is that hanging onto that you can swing across the room? That heavy bag. There's no way she lifted that up there and hung it somewhere.
The person who hung that is the person who owns 8 to 10 bowling balls.
That person's on. Maybe this was just set up. Maybe she had nothing to do with this. She's like, oh my God, whoever set this up is a fucking lunatic. Oh, and they don't show it here, but whatever this sticky stuff is, it takes her top of her head off. Like, you can see her skull. Like, it's so weird that they put that in there.
Yeah, I forgot. But then she can peel it off her hands without any, like, she gets off the floor pretty easily. but
I don't know if it's a
scalps
hair
her.
thing because it's on so much hair that's taking up so much scalp. That's what it's supposed to be. But yeah, she
Yeah.
peels her head off.
Yeah, it's
like
pretty
a big,
brutal.
You see like a circle that's her skull. It's really bizarre. And she gets off of this though. Everything else,
Yeah, she's
pretty
fine.
easily.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so there. He had no way of knowing she's there. He had no way of getting past everybody. But he went back in the house and now he's in there.
Maybe there's a chimney up there.
From the attic? Okay.
Fireplace part 2 in the attic.
That's a bad place for a fireplace.
Bad place for bowling balls.
Well, I could see if you're trying to store things. I guess that's what they're going for. You store a bunch of stuff, but maybe they have a spare chimney in case they need to replace it. I don't know. It just bothered me that he was magically there. He knew to go there. That's the first place he goes is the attic.
You say Santa was magically there?
Yeah.
That's what's bothering you?
Yeah. I don't buy this. This is the one thing I don't buy.
He's out. He was in, now he's out.
I was in with the flying up the chimney, but
When your grandfather told me I'd never run the company because a girl doesn't have what it takes, I had to snatch the reins away from him. I'm proud of you, son.
Yes, she's proud of him for stealing the money.
That's right. I would have done the same thing.
Proud of him. Now, if he just says, I don't want to deal with the family, you can keep the money, that's something you should be proud of.
Yeah.
Not, I don't want to deal with the family and I'm going to steal out all their money and make everybody poor. What's he going to do with the cash? He's got to launder it too. You can't just do anything with $300 million.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows how to launder that kind of money. That's a lot of money to launder.
Also, why is the other dude dressed up like the little drummer boy?
Because remember, he was staff.
Oh, yeah. Okay, he's one of the OG hoodlums.
And then I think coming up, this is something that really bothers me.
It's time for a murder.
See, that's something I started like, okay, all right, he's growing on me a little bit.
Yeah,
I like the overacting for that. I do. I don't have it in there, but they end up just beating him to death, which is like really sad.
Yeah, they do. They beat him to death with fireplace tools.
He deserved better. She throws like alcohol in there and like a little bit of fire comes out. And that just like fucks him up completely. He's like, oh my God, it got hot for a second. So he just throws his gun. He's on the ground and they just beat him to death. It's really stupid. He deserved much better. But this always drives me crazy. She grabs his gun and she starts taking out the SWAT team.
Yeah, that's how guns work.
That's ruining the movie for me. But they get into a firefight. She looks like she has no idea how guns work. She's scared when she pulled the trigger. And she's taking out the super kill squad. Super elite.
It's a really good gun.
Well, they're the same gun. All of them have the same gun.
She's got the best gun, though. That's probably why she can kill more
literally
people.
The exact same model.
Hers is a purple one. Maybe a legendary, maybe an epic. Theirs are just good and greats.
She's not even using the either scope or optic. I can't tell from here what that is, but she's not using it. I will say, though, I don't know if I included that there. I think I did that shot. She does not flinch. So she is better at guns than Seagal.
Wow. No eyes closed.
Yeah, it keeps them open the whole time. Yeah. It's not really impressive, but I just like to point out every time somebody's better than Seagal at things, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Especially if they have no business being better. Right in the dick. See, she's like scared that she hit somebody. God. And this is just like the most obvious Tremors trap ever. So Santa's on the snowmobile. The guy's like, hey, over here. Like, okay, well,
run me over. I'm right here.
Flag. Like, okay, I guess I'll just go full speed into him. Even if he wasn't going to move out of the way, the cabin's right there. Like, he's probably going to crash into the cabin anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, over here. Over here.
He's like, okay, I'm stupid, so I'll do it. So dumb.
This is the same guy who was apparently the last Viking. He's the guy, and yeah, tree stump.
I mean, they didn't use a lot of snowmobiles back then.
You don't think? It's snowy.
presumably he's been alive the whole time, so it's not like he was just woke up one day from back then. Like I would assume he's 1,000 years old. So
This can't be the first guys who try to murder him. 1,000 years of Santa? Well, whatever. Even 200 years of Santa, somebody's tried to murder him at least once.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that it seems like it never comes up. Nobody ever catches him in the house.
Asleep in their massage chair.
Yeah, he fell asleep in their house.
Yeah.
Good thing this happened, or he'd have missed Christmas completely.
Yeah, that's a good point. Those gunshots saved Christmas.
Yeah, they did. So I got that just because. So that's Leguizamo. I guess his name's Jimmy Martinez.
I like Spread's Misery.
Yeah, I'd just like to see what his sins were or his naughtiness. I don't know if it's supposed to be this year because it said killed his best friend. Was that this year?
That's pretty brutal.
It's supposed to be for a year, right?
I also like there's all that, and then they're like, and he's greedy. Ugh.
Yeah, like greedy and selfish. That's not an
You're
act.
the
That's
worst.
income tax fraud. Okay. Eats Christmas. Really? Broke his mother's heart. Like that seems like a lifetime of stuff, unless he breaks it every year.
That would be brutal.
Got Mitch meetings. Tree stumps. Always stump Santa. Okay, Mitch meetings. Okay. Workshop that one a little bit. I think you can improve it. It's got, it's got
I like the
potential.
alliteration. Stump Santa.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's got potential. Just, workshop it a little bit. Hates Christmas. That's cheating though. But just because you don't like Christmas. What if you're a great person but you don't like Christmas because it made you kill your neighbor? Like that's perfectly legit.
Yeah, I think that's a very reasonable response.
Yeah. It's not his fault that he killed his neighbor by breaking in to try to steal all his stuff.
You've seen Liar Liar, right?
Of course I've seen
Broke into the house, fell on a kitchen knife. Good lawyer.
Same, just a good lawyer.
Yeah.
That's what he didn't even go to prison for it or anything. He just was mad that they blamed him for it.
Killed his
Everyone
best
blamed
friend.
him for it.
Maybe that
I didn't say
old
he went
man
to
was his
prison.
best friend.
Oh my God. But
holy shit.
He didn't really kill him though. Because it says they got scared. They saw each other and both got scared. I mean, I guess he shouldn't have been there. So it makes sense that he killed him. He got scared because the guy broke into his house. That's very reasonable to get scared for that.
Yeah. I do like
Because when
I mean, that's more of like a manslaughter, not so much a murder.
Well, being technical about it.
Yeah. I forgot what this was.
kill you, this whole goddamn holiday finally ends.
Which doesn't make any sense. If he kills Santa, somebody he thought didn't exist 5 minutes ago. So basically everything would just go the way it was 5 minutes ago. If he killed Santa, nothing would change. Christmas wouldn't end. Nobody believes Santa's alive now. So why would this change everything? Like I said, I need
also
solid plot in my Santa movies.
I just love how he's like, I'm stealing 300,000 or 300 million from these rich people because I hate Christmas.
That's the reason, yeah.
I'm doing all of this because I hate
It's
Christmas.
Santa's fault. Really? Santa's the villain here.
I think he got off the rails a bit from what his initial
Leguizamo, you think?
task was. What he was supposed to do.
Oh, and now he just wants to kill Santa?
And he's like, that's it. That's why I'm here.
He did, yeah. He did kind of abandon everybody else who was trying to fight back there to get the money. Because the money's not here.
No.
The money's back where the lady was killing everybody. That's where the money is. But he
saw the money. Like, he found the money. He's like, here it is. And he goes, thanks. I'm going to go off on the snowmobile now.
Yeah.
And you guys take care of this.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what Leguizamo for you. He was also an executive decision with Seagal.
Yeah.
Much of it, like I stop right there. For some reason, his body stays intact, but he loses his head and legs.
It's good though. I have no issue with him pulling another dude up the chimney like that.
No, I like it. I love it when they answer inevitable questions. You thought, what if he brings someone with him? What would happen? Well, this is what happens. They die.
Top half, bottom half gone.
Yeah, my issue is how does Leguizamo know what's going to happen? He knows somehow. He just pushes his nose. He knows that he's going to go up the chimney and explode.
Yeah, that's a good point.
he should not know that. He did not know Santa existed. Like
He didn't know Santa
another
could
flaw.
do this because he wasn't actually looking the first time he disappeared, anyways.
I heard they're making a sequel of this. They better answer these questions.
Oh my god, they better.
Oh yeah, they better. I remember this. Oh yeah, this guy gets Trinity'd. That's the only reason I added this on here.
But this ends now.
Damn right it does.
Stopped it there.
He waits. I love how, as like a stuntman, he's literally standing there and like waiting for her to shoot. He doesn't react at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, he shouldn't really react, I guess. You have a bullet go through your head like that, you just slump.
I mean, beforehand though, there's like a good 5 seconds.
Yeah,
standing next to him with a gun to his head, and he does nothing.
Just like Trinity, though, when he tells Agent Smith, like, dodge this. Like, why
Oh
didn't he
yeah,
dodge it?
yeah.
They show that he can move super fast, faster than bullets. So why didn't he dodge? But I do kind of like that. He's in who's that guy? He was in X and Sever, and he's been in Seagal movies. Just a little fact for you. He's in a lot of terrible movies.
Mike Dopud. There you
Yeah.
go. Oh, he was in the Rampage movies too.
Oh my god. He loves bad movies.
Yeah. And Driven to Kill. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. I was ashamed that Chevy Chase didn't make like a cameo as her dead husband or something. That'd be a good little callback. If for people that don't know, that's the mom from National Lampoon movies.
Yeah, it would be good if Chevy showed up.
Or just have like his picture on the fireplace or something.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
And this is what I was talking about with the Tinkerbell moment. Like,
yep.
Before she killed him, like they shot the shit out of Santa.
Yeah, so Santa's dying or is dead right now.
Yeah, he's dead right now.
I believe in him too.
I believe in him too.
So do I.
I guess I do too.
Yeah, so they all just do the Tinkerbell. Everybody clap for Tinkerbell.
Oh my god.
Santa!
So stupid.
Completely
unnecessary.
The son also, he redeems his terrible traits before this because Santa is like, I'm dying. Oh, I feel cold. I haven't felt cold in a long time. And then the dad just runs with that. He's like, oh, we should get him warm. He's like, no, I think he got shot 10 times. The cold's not doing it, bro. It's probably the bullets. But so he starts burning money to get Santa warm. And it's redeeming because he's like, I'm burning the money. I don't care about money anymore. But he only burns like a handful, and I think he stole 300 mil.
Yeah,
so there's a lot left.
There's like 50 bags full of it.
Yeah.
But no, that's what you do. If somebody's in shock from blood loss, yeah, you're supposed to keep them warm. Because, yeah, they lose body heat. So.
Just don't have enough money for that.
Oh, I wouldn't spend millions of dollars. No, sorry, Santa.
Some money fire?
So, Santa, I didn't believe in you 15 minutes ago. So my life, honestly, will be no different tomorrow than it was when I woke up today.
Yeah, that guy thinks that he goes to sleep and he wakes up and the stockings are just full of cash. And then he's like, you know what? I did that.
He could just tell the daughter, yeah, he's alive. You didn't see, but when you left, he came back alive. He's fine. And everything will be like it was the day before, except he'll have a lot of money.
Put a few bucks in your stocking. So
some gift cards.
Yeah.
My spare, you went home and you got my spare sack?
See, so remember the sack that
Didn't matter.
Everybody forgot was burned. Yeah, well, don't worry about it anyways. It doesn't matter. Total Seagal movie thing. The things that they will choose, like, we don't want this to be a plot hole is some shit nobody would ever care about or think about.
Tie that back up.
So what is it? On Deadly Ground.
Mm-hmm.
They do that with why Seagal's got his backpack at that old guy's house. Just like they just mention it real quick at the bar scene. He's like, I left my bag at your house. They don't explain why the hell he had a bag of clothes at his house. But it's like,
oh, by the way,
he just says it real quick. That's the whole reason for them going to that bar early on, just to answer that question that nobody would have had. No. You don't need an explanation. There's a lot of reasons he could have a bag over there. But yeah, they wrap this up that nobody thought about at all.
10 out of 10.
I liked it.
Yeah. Oh, I did. Okay. I liked it.
Let me get to. Nope. Okay. Yeah. So the only negative is the weird little trying to be 3 different type of movies. Like it's got the
Die Hard meets Home Alone.
Die Hard meets Home Alone meets like even more than Die Hard, something brutal, something I want to say John Wick, but I don't want to say Scythe. It's not quite Saw level, but it gets pretty gruesome with some of those.
John Wickian vibes.
That hammer scene is absolutely John Wickian.
It's really good, yeah.
I'm just talking about how John Wick's not that gory. Like there's a lot of gore that you wouldn't see.
That's true.
So there's like a gory movie, it's like a little action movie like Die Hard, and then it's got the Home Alone.
Oh,
all I think about with the everyone talk about how you believe in him and he'll come back to life.
I did write down 2 great quotes from this movie that you didn't put in.
Okay.
So the dad, the douchey boyfriend, movie star dad guy, he goes to run away at one point and he's just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Screw it. And then he punches a dude and then he shouts parkour as he leaps over a couch, which I really like.
He kicks the murderer guy from Rampage. He kicks him and yells parkour as he just kind of hops over the couch.
Hops over a couch. And then somebody calls him Jean-Claude Van Dipshit, which was just chef's kiss.
It was pretty good.
That's a great name.
Absolutely.
And then the other quote is, I know you're an idiot, but don't be an idiot out loud. And I think a lot of us can learn from that one.
That was the John Leguizamo to the girl, because the girl starts believing that Santa, and he's like, that's stupid.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Because I included in there, but he's like knows their names, and he knows what he wanted for Christmas when he was younger, and that's when he tells that story. Sorry, I have to. Homeless guy's kind of pissing me off. So
I heard him snicker a couple times, and it's just off-putting.
So somebody was complaining that you guys stop shouting over everybody.
Yeah, you're really loud,
and I don't know what that is, but that needs to stop too. Whatever that is.
Yeah, so much.
So much.
And I think this week I may have set a record.
Okay.
So I try to get questions. But I usually do some stupid poll with Rob Schneider related, which steals the show.
Yep.
So I think there was like 130 comments and 4 questions.
That's a good ratio.
It's like 96% of everybody was talking about Rob Schneider.
I don't know what you've done.
I think I've done good.
Done good.
Done very good.
You brought Rob back into relevance, and I don't know if that's a great thing, but it's exciting.
It's not bad. He needs it. He could use.
Oh yeah, he could.
And the ones I got. Well, let's see, Mitch Meanings here is responsible for like 2 or 3 of the questions. So man,
classic guy.
So this was just whatever you wanted it to be. I think it was a Christmas special. Just ask what you wanted. So Mitch Meetings, the first one is in Surf Ninjas, Tone Lock character gets locked up using his own handcuffs, but eventually gets out of them, and when asked how he got out, he says he swallowed the key. Not a question yet. Hopefully it becomes a question. When asked how he knew to do that, he says he swallows the key every Tuesday. So do you think Tone Lock poops checking? So just so you guys know, I read them the way they're written, so if they don't make sense, it's on them. Tone Lock poops checking every time for the key and then re-eats it every week, or is there a different logical explanation? So handcuff keys are not rare or hard to get or expensive, so he could have a bunch of them.
Yeah, you think he's eating a poop key every week? Or just eating new keys every Tuesday?
So, I mean, that's up to him. Like, he doesn't have to eat the same poop key every week. It's very easy. He could just have a bunch of keys. They're typically all have the same key. It's not like they're specific to any kind of handcuffs. They're just like a little circle, like a little bar on it. So they're pretty universal. So that's my guess. He seems too classy because he's Tone Lock. I don't think he eats poop keys. I think they're one-time use.
New key.
And plus, like, is it going to be in the toilet? He's got to dig it out. Forget that. I want to do that.
What if he's one of those gut biome people? You know, like they buy other people's fecal matter and then put that in. Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah, I think I have a long time ago.
You buy other people's
item.
Yeah. Maybe he's that. So maybe he gets other people to eat poop keys, and then he
This
takes those
no.
keys,
This movie was early 90s.
poops them again. Oh, that wasn't around yet.
People were smarter back then. Yeah, that did not happen back then. Thank God.
Okay, never mind.
Kind of disappointed in people that it happens now. So yeah, it's new keys. Tone Loc is a famous rapper. He would not do that. Pedro LA, who knows what this name is? The Lord of the Rings franchise is almost 25 years old. Star Wars is almost 50. Why was Rob Schneider never given a chance to act?
In Star Wars?
Yeah, it's very unclear. Some of these questions are very unclear. So Lord of the Rings he was given chances to act, as in Surf Ninjas, like we just talked about. He was in, I think he's on Saturday Night Live for a while.
Yep.
He's been in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. The Animal, obviously, one of the greatest movies.
The Stapler.
Yeah, he was a stapler. He was a carrot. He was in Judge Dredd. He was in Demolition Man. He was in Knockoff with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, I think he's had plenty of chances to act. Why would he lower himself to Lord of the Rings or Star Wars when he could be in Hong Kong movies with Jean-Claude Van Damme? I think he made the right choice.
I would agree. I think he could do a great Chewie voice, though. He'd be a good Chewbacca. If he wasn't dressed... No,
I'm guessing he can do.
I'm guessing he could.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh, sorry. Homeless guy's being too loud, so...
And say a word. What are you talking about?
Shut up. Now you're in the corner.
Get in that corner. What do you think?
Damn it.
He doesn't think.
Good job, homeless guy. Kicking ass over there. All right. Ninja Nick. If questions are whatever I want them to be, I want mine to be good. Is my question good? Man, it's better than that homeless guy. So it's not the worst. But it's close. It's second worst.
I would let your question not cut me in line, but do that bullshit thing where you cut me and then I cut you so that you wind up behind me in line. So it's kind of like I helped you out, but I'm really just screwing over everybody else. I would let your question do that. So take that for what you will.
Oh, did we lose Rhythm?
Oh, no, I'm back.
All right. Yes, that's a regional thing. Never
heard of that. You never heard of cutsies?
Oh, I've heard of cutsies, but not you cut me, then I cut you. That seems like
that way you keep your spot in line, but you help your buddy get in line. That's your question would be that buddy.
Well, usually if you're friends, just be like, yeah, we're family, we're together or something. That's what you do.
Yeah, but I want to go first.
Okay, well, they go behind you.
Yeah.
That's part of they're not really family. You just say they're family and they go behind you. You don't have to do cuts and then recut.
No, you gotta recut.
Where I'm from,
All
if
right.
you cut somebody, that's a fight.
Well, they're letting you cut because they're letting you cut right back. So really, you're just the first person just being an asshole to everybody but that one guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So he's calling you terrible because that sounds awful, and he's saying that's you.
I mean, take it for what you will. So
I take it for homeless guy is terrible. That's how I.
Okay.
Take it.
Okay.
I'm
Mitch
homeless.
Meanings, here's his other
It doesn't
question.
get worse than that.
I can though.
That was unacceptable attitude. So you're smaller now.
Can he? Oh my God, he can get smaller.
Mitch Meanings' second question. Your videos are so well crafted with Easter eggs and hidden subtext that keeps film scholars on their toes. So what is recommended amount of times we should watch your videos to catch everything? That is a very good question. It's actually 16. 16 times. Scientifically proven. That's the only time you get all the jokes is after the 16th viewing.
The Costco doesn't.
Yeah. Here's Mitch Meanings. Damn, he's just all over this. This guy's got questions. This guy needs our help. Homeless guy, has anyone ever given you a Christmas makeover where they take you off streets and give you a haircut and suit and a first month rent?
First of all, I would never cut the hair, but no one's ever taken pity on me like that. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Good. I'm glad. I feel like it would be a waste.
Got to invest that money in a vault.
there's way better things to spend that money on. I'm just
You buy a scratch ticket, it's a better investment.
oh yeah. Buy a used scratch ticket.
It's a good one.
That's harsh.
All right. Bren Tren. Who would win in a fight? Van Damme's mullet or Chuck Norris' kicking leg? I'll let you guys answer first because I think this is obvious what I'm going to say, which is the truth.
Oh man, that's tough. It's tough for me. I think we would all lose because I'm pretty sure it would create a black hole.
Oh yeah, probably, yeah. Lots of people would die. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's a lose for everybody. So they both lose?
No. It's
No?
a lose for everybody but Van Damme's mullet.
Oh, it doesn't
Van
get
Damme
sucked into
wins.
the black hole.
Everyone else loses, but Van Damme wins.
Okay.
We don't survive.
But just the mullet does, and it's floating
Van
on
Damme survives, but
a turtle in space with a mullet.
He would just start over.
Start the universe over again.
Yeah. Do it better
Makes
this time.
sense. Yeah. I like that.
He knows what he's doing. All right, that's it for the. I got to do less Rob Schneider's. I get more questions because it is. So I did
a lot of
Schneider
Rob.
as song titles, and some people I don't know if they didn't pick up on it. They were doing like movie names with Schneider, but it's okay. I like it.
You got some good ones?
We got Mimsy with Schneider's List. I don't know why that movie comes up all the time. We got some really bad ones that are so bad they're good, like Schneider Act 2, Back in the Habit.
Oh, I like that one.
Ooh, Night Schneider. I like Night Schneider. Schneider Man.
Schneider Man's good.
The Amazing Schneider Man. See, mine were the Schneidway to Hell, Rough
Good.
Schneider's Anthem, and Eye of the Schneider. I thought those were 3 solid ones.
Oh, Eye of the Schneider.
What about
I would watch that.
Serbian film?
Did you say Serbian film? Did you not even change that to Rob Schneider? Did you just say Serbian film?
No, I think I said something like Schneid Serbian film.
Schnerdian.
I think that one's better if you just do Serbian film. It's just better that way. Yeah, see, these are all movies. I was doing songs, but that's okay, guys. It's okay. You guys are still new to the whole Schneidering. Bobby Hill is news for everybody.
Is it a question?
Okay.
Apparently it is. All right, we'll do one really good question, guys. It's been 96 minutes. One really good question. We wanted to get a Christmas one in for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
We're on Monday. We try to do Wednesdays. It works better for us, but yeah, we're not coming here on Christmas. Forget that. Oh, geez. Yeah. Come on, guys. Good question. Good question. Answer one good question. People are just doing Schneiders. Okay. Okay, that works too. Schneider's on the Storm. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, here we go. Look at Daza. Merry Xmas. Favorite fight scene / movies. Mine is Wheels on Meals, Fist of Legend, and Once Upon a Time in China 1/2. Jackie Chan versus Benny Urquidez is top. I don't think I've seen those movies.
I've seen Fist of Legend. And Once Upon a Time in China 1 and 2. Yeah, I've seen those.
If we're not doing Van Damme, just take him out of it to make it fair. So you guys all know where I'm going to stand on that. I like the Legend of Drunken Master 2 for the fight scenes.
Oh, those are pretty good.
The movie is terrible. The story, it's supposed to be a comedy. It's not funny. It's just more annoying. And it just kind of bothers you. But man, those fights, when he's supposed to be drunk, that's why I love Jackie Chan so much.
Yeah, he's a really perfect fight choreographer.
Because he's got like a gymnast background.
Yep.
It really shows. He does things other people can't do, and it's just amazing. And does his own stunts. Yeah, so the fighting in that is just incredible. Just the way he moves. A lot better than that guy from New York Ninja. who's drunk and fighting was just doing a half of a flip and falling on his ass.
Okay, I have two.
Oh, okay.
I think if you had to go for like a scene, it would be pretty much pick any of the fights from The Raid.
Okay.
The Raid is insane, and some of those fight sequences they're just long cuts that just keep going. I think that choreography is amazing. But on the other end, I could watch Tony Jaa deliver flying elbows in Ong Bak like any day of my life. The flying elbow, because he doesn't pull any of his punches. If you've ever watched like the old just Ong Bak movies, he pulls nothing.
Not in a long time.
Oh my god, he obliterates people, and he throws these flying elbows throughout the whole movie,
like Seagal does.
Oh yeah, dude, his stuntmen get because they do them in slow motion. Some of the hits, and you're like, no, he just flying elbowed that dude in the head. Like there was no pulling an elbow. It's awesome. Ong Bak or The Raid.
Okay. What about you, homeless guy?
The Ong Bak movies are fantastic. The Raid, the choreography and the brutality of the fight scenes in that were
Yeah, they're pretty
ridiculous. I don't know. I probably have to go with The Raid because I love Raid 1 and 2. They're two of my
Let's
favorites.
go. It's The Raid I'm thinking of, the staircase fight, right? Where they're going up the revolving, like the... Oh, what is it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like think of it like that scene in Captain America Winter Soldier where he's fighting the guys in the elevator, but he's not confined.
Yeah.
He's going up
Okay, that is what I'm... Yeah. And like the guys are falling off the railing and stuff.
Yeah, and
It's
some of
epic.
some of those hits that they're taking, like falling on the railing and stuff, it's great stuff.
It's insane. Yeah.
All right. We got a mess, dude. Love your job. What was the Christmas movie moment that reshaped and changed your whole life? You know what? I would have to go with Jingle All the Way.
Well,
when the child found out his dad was Turbo Man, and so he didn't need the toy, that's when I became a man.
That's good.
You guys got one?
I think in The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Okay.
Where he's mildly delusional and probably mentally ill, and he breaks into his ex-wife's house and then kidnaps his own kid despite having like court papers saying he can't legally do that. That changed me because I realized that if you just say you're Santa Claus, you can get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah. He breaks a lot of laws every Christmas.
Dude, he does whatever he wants, and then he's like, how about a skateboard? And the cop's like, I've always wanted a skateboard. And then he just gets out.
The biggest thing that nobody talks about is the FAA regulations he just disregards.
Oh, he goes through so many zones.
Oh my God. He doesn't give his flight plan before. Like the FAA,
No.
You don't fuck with the FAA. They love paperwork. Oh my God. They will hem you up on everything. He doesn't give a shit.
He's grounded a lot of flights.
Agreed. If I had a second one, I do have that second one that very impactful to me. It was from Jingle All the Way. When Phil Hartman is on the phone with Arnold, talking about how he loves his wife's cookies.
Oh,
that just sets a rage inside you that also made me a man. So I was a completely different person after I saw Jingle All the Way.
I get that.
Plus, it was Phil Hartman, so he's so likable too, but he's being so bad. Like, such conflicted feelings. I miss Phil Hartman.
I do too. I still love him in Small Soldiers. That's a great movie.
Small Soldiers. He was back when The Simpsons was still good.
Yep.
Troy McClure.
He says one of my
Saturday
favorite
Night Live
lines.
was still good.
Oh yeah. And Small Soldiers when he's watching old war footage on his crazy expensive, new TV and speaker setup. And he's eating popcorn and he's like, I think World War II is probably my favorite war. I don't know why, but the way he says it cracks me up every time.
Lionel Hutz, that's what I was thinking of. He has the lawyer. Yeah, everything he says is just better when he says it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, he died in a
Thanks, Trey
rather
Parker's bitch. Thanks for ruining
unfortunate
everything.
way.
He died very tragic.
A very tragic way.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Not Christmas.
All right, so
worthy.
we'll leave you guys with this for Christmas. Yeah, so Phil Hartman was brutally murdered by his wife, who he was trying to help get off of drugs. So she blew him away with a shotgun. So thanks, guys. Thanks.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Just think about that all Christmas. That's how this ends.
Yeah.